Every financial move a business makes has a dual impact. Look at this split-screen visualization. When computer equipment is purchased with cash, two things happen at once. The volume of cash decreases on the right, and the volume of equipment increases on the left by the exact same amount. We track these dual movements using a specific structure called a T account. It functions as a table divided down the middle, equipped with columns for the date, details, a folio reference, and the dollar amount. The structure follows a fixed rule. The left side is always the debit side, recording the account receiving value. The right side is the credit side, recording the account giving the value. Maintaining this left and right, receiving and giving dynamic ensures that every transaction is recorded twice. This keeps the business's financial records mathematically stable. A business manages hundreds of these individual accounts, so it organizes them into three primary filing systems: the sales ledger, the purchases ledger, and the nominal ledger. The sales and purchases ledgers contain personal accounts. The sales ledger tracks credit customers, the people who owe the business money. The purchases ledger tracks credit suppliers, the companies the business owes money to. The nominal ledger, also known as the general ledger, holds everything else. This includes all the accounts representing business activities, like sales, purchases, cash, and rent. Isolating personal credit relationships from general business operations prevents errors when calculating total revenue or outstanding debt. Let's map a transaction. Business owner Ajay buys goods on credit from a supplier named Techco. To record this, the purchases account is debited because it receives the value of the goods. Simultaneously, the Techco account is credited because it is giving the value to the business. Now we file them. Techco is a credit supplier, so its account slides into the purchases ledger. The purchases account itself is a business function, so it belongs in the nominal ledger. Try this scenario. Ajay sells goods on credit to a customer named Sarah. Based on the rules we've covered, pause the video and decide which ledgers the Sarah and sales accounts belong in. Sarah is a credit customer, so her account belongs in the sales ledger. The sales account belongs in the nominal ledger. Be careful here. Assuming the sales account belongs in the sales ledger is a frequent mistake. Filing accounts based on their strict definitions, rather than simply matching names to titles, is the only way to produce accurate financial statements. At the end of the month, we must find the current balance on an active account. This cash account, for example, has multiple entries on both the debit and credit sides. To find the closing balance, calculate the difference between the two columns. Write that exact difference on the smaller side and label it balance CD, which stands for carried down. Next, rule off the totals by drawing double parallel lines and entering matching numbers. Finally, move that balance value below the totals to the opposite side, labeling it balance BD, or brought down, for the new month. Official examiner reports highlight that candidates often lose marks for poor presentation. This includes using shorthand like BBD or CCD instead of the full balance BD or balance CD. Examiners expect these terms to be written out correctly. Accurate balancing requires both mathematical precision and strict adherence to this professional procedural format. From this bird's eye view, the completed accounting cycle is visible. Every debit entry recorded in these folders now has a corresponding credit entry somewhere else in the business's records. You can use this summary for your review. 1. Debit the receiving account and credit the giving account. 2. Use sales and purchases ledgers for personal accounts and the nominal ledger for everything else. 3. Record balance CD on the smaller side, then move it below the totals as balance BD. To practice these rules, visit studybuddy.tech and work through the manual balancing exercises to build your speed and accuracy. Repeating these unchanging formatting laws until they become second nature is the most direct path to technical accuracy in your records.